Will you be spending this Valentine's Day reading Sylvia Plath with your 17 assorted stuffed animals on your bed? Has your deepest human connection been listening to Lana Del Rey's Did You Know That There's a Tunnel Under Ocean Boulevard alone while eating a bowl of French vanilla ice cream? Does the upcoming 2024 election ever wake you up in the middle of the night in a cold sweat? And as you stare up at the ceiling, you wonder if maybe the next time you wake up, it'll really be 2012. And all of this was a bad dream and none of it ever happened. I'm asking for a friend.
No, I don't think so. Not really.
You're supposed to say yes.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. Of course, 100%. That's me every single night of my short, pathetic life. How'd you know?
Then this video is for you.
Hello. Happy Valentine's Day. It's Valentine's Day. I love Valentine's Day. I feel like there's just so much to celebrate when it comes to love. So yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it. So for Valentine's Day, I really wanted to make a dress that just so over the top. I personally love a good like 1950s party dress with the tulle, with the fluff. So for Valentine's Day, I'm gonna try to make like a 1950s Valentine's Day party dress. I'm not following a particular like vintage pattern. I'm just more so I'm gonna wing it. I ended up actually making my own pattern for the skirt. I made a circle skirt. Yeah, I did. I'm really bad at math, but I did it. And then for the bodice, I'm using a pattern by Crafty Alex, which I'll link down below. So yeah, I'm so excited for this dress. I feel like I'm like that heart thing from SpongeBob, like internally at the moment. So yeah, so let's get started.
So I first started this dress by laying out my fabric, placing my pattern pieces on top, and cutting them out. Something I did for this dress that I highly recommend is that I actually reused some old Christmas wrapping paper for my pattern. A lot of wrapping paper comes with like a grid pattern on the underside, so it just made it super easy and it was kind of like the perfect material. Once everything was cut out, I then started on my bodice.
Can you imagine this as like a pajama set? I would explode, rightfully so. She's so beautiful. I cannot wait for this dress to come alive. So I love Valentine's Day, and I love it really for two reasons: my mom and my grandma. I think Valentine's Day can tend to have a negative connotation to it if you're single. And I don't think it has to have that connotation. Don't get me wrong, I think like our society and our culture glamorizes romance on Valentine's Day, but every Valentine's Day of my life, I have gotten a Valentine from my grandmother or my mom, or both, and it's like the most special thing. This is a Valentine from my grandma, but like you can see like she decorated the heart with a stamp, cut it out, and put it on top of this card. Another thing my grandmother will do is that she'll always put like something special in my name in the card itself. So it's like autumn, but like she drew a smiley face. Like, I'm someone who's been single my whole life. I've never had a romantic long-term relationship, but like I still love Valentine's Day. Maybe it was pessimistic at one point, but I don't know, like I think the moment you kind of stop and look around at all the love in your life, it helps Oh my God, I think I could cry. I just feel things very deeply, but it's like, first the Muppets Christmas Carol, now this. I think that we live in just a really harsh and just scary reality right now. Like, I think everyone's going through a really hard time. There's so much to be stressed about and like angry about and like upset about. And I think just like if we can all take one day just to appreciate someone, I think the world would be a better place. Just kind of taking a minute and looking at these cards from people who have loved me and supported me my whole life. It's like a reminder that like I mean something to someone. Oh my God.
Anyways, I continued sewing and went on to finish my bodice.
Can we just take a second? Oh my God, it's so romantic. Wow.
And once the bodice was finished, I went on to sew both skirts.
So, in honor of Valentine's Day, I thought I would talk about my best dating advice. I've kind of given it to all of my friends, and I thought it would be nice to bequeath it upon you. My best dating advice is what I like to call the candy shop theory. It all started when I was actually seeing someone who wasn't really interested in me. It was a very weird, confusing situation. I mean, for starters, he was 33 and going through a divorce. So that should have been the first red flag. But it was just really bizarre. So he was the one who pursued me. He was just like so interested in me at times. He came to my apartment, he painted it with me. He helped assemble my furniture. There was this like back and forth ebb and flow that was completely inconsistent, and I had no understanding of what he wanted from me. Anyways, what ended up happening is that he ghosted me pretty badly, and I was really just confused. Obviously my feelings were hurt, and I was just too naive, I think, to really understand the situation. And it was that he was never really interested in me to begin with. And that's where the candy shop theory originated. So in class in high school, I would never really raise my hand. I wouldn't really, feel obligated to. But I'll never forget in math class, my teacher junior year would have a bag of Jolly Ranchers. And she would say, like, if you raise your hand, I'll give you a piece of candy. I'll give you a Jolly Rancher. Here's the thing. Jolly Ranchers aren't my favorite candy, but I would always raise my hand because I always wanted the candy. It was like I was in the Sahara Desert and I was looking at a mirage of like an oasis of water. That's what it was like in that math class. I don't like Jolly Ranchers, but in that moment, in this boring, crusty classroom, that Jolly Rancher I wanted so badly. The thing is, I realized that to him, I was a Jolly Rancher. He would never look at me twice if I was in a candy shop, like surrounded by all different types of candy. But because of his circumstances, because of, just dating in general, when I was available, he wanted to be with me. But when he had better options, he didn't care to be with me. And I feel like this analogy also gave me closure as to why he painted my apartment with me, why, he wanted me to meet his dog, why he was interested in me, because no one's gonna say no to free candy. No one's gonna say no to free candy in your math class. At the end of the day, I realized dating, I just wanna be someone's favorite candy. I want my future partner to always want me, to always choose me, and to walk into a candy shop knowing that they're gonna go straight to get a Jolly Rancher. And I think one of the best parts about the Jolly Rancher theory, in my opinion, is that there's no wrong way to eat candy. If you want to try every single candy in the shop, go right ahead. It's fucking candy. Have fun. If you prefer to just have one candy for the rest of your life, do it. If you don't even like candy, you know, that's okay too. The other good part about this analogy is that, oh my God, I look like the Teletubby baby for a second there. But the other good part of the analogy is that, like, I remember when I was basically ghosted by my situationship or whatever, I remember thinking, like, what is wrong with me? Like, what did I do? What did I say? Like, why am I not likable or whatever? And the secret is that it's not me. Like, all candy's delicious. You know, whoever you are, you're an amazing person, very, very much so deserving of love. And it just comes down to taste and preference. So yeah, that's my candy shop analogy. Dating is a candy shop. You just have to figure out what you like to do in a candy shop, and, you know, it'll apply to your dating life. The end.
So I finished both skirts right in time for the sunset, and it was just absolutely magical. And then I really just added all the finishing touches. So I attached the bodice and the skirts. I added an invisible zipper. And I decided to add some, I don't even know what this is. I gathered strips of fabric and then decided to attach it to my skirt to add just, I don't know. I don't know what yeah. I did that. And then it was time for the reveal.
Okay, let's do some quick thoughts. I first want to say that this dress is not perfect. Yeah, I did my best, and that's what matters. I feel like it's so romantic. I love how just kind of baby doll-esque it is. Yeah, I love the trim the most. Like, I feel like it gives such flavor to the top of the bodice, and I don't know, I got a petticoat for the first time, so that's also really fun to play with. On Wednesday, it's Valentine's Day, and exactly what I'm gonna do is I'm going to have some chocolate covered raspberries with French vanilla ice cream. I'm gonna wear this dress, and I'm gonna watch a true crime documentary at the end. Yeah, oh God, I love it so much. I can't stop staring at it. Let me just look at it. Oh my God. I don't know, I just feel super romantic and I feel really happy. I have to say too, one of my favorite parts are the white heels. Like, so romantic. I feel like this is like the perfect way for me to celebrate Valentine's Day. Just by doing something I love and like making myself feel good, and yeah. Yeah, I don't know, I just feel good. I feel pretty. I can't stop twirling. It's like you just got to. With all this fluff, you can't not twirl. Hello? Quick question. I'm going to a Super Bowl party later. I don't even know who's playing. I don't really care for sports. Should I wear this dress? Yes or no? And I'm only solely going because there's going to be a nacho bar, and there's no way in hell I would miss that. All right, everyone. That's it, folks. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Yeah.